What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Callaway Elyte versus the preceding AI smoke irons from Callaway. As always in this video we're going to be looking at our first impressions of each iron, their key features and selling points, lofts and specs, how they perform and which one we recommend buying and for who. As always, thanks for watching the video, and if you like this content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. First impressions of the AI smoke, and the AI supercomputer at Callaway was working overtime in 2024 when they produced the smart face on these new irons. They have a thinner top line than the Paradigms and dynamic soles to ensure that the clubs look great and deliver a ton of distance, height and tight dispersions in terms of distance. They come in three versions: the Max, the High Launch and the Max Fast for all different types of golfers. So overall a big upgrade, and they're now cast instead of forged, so they cost a bit less. The Callaway Elyte irons come in four different versions. So we got the regular, we got the X, the High Launch and the Max Fast, and the regular version will suit those mid to high handicappers with an average to fast swing speed. We've got that typical rounded Callaway look in these irons, and they have a ton of shelf appeal. They're filled with urethane for a premium sound and feel, and they have plenty of substance in terms of distance, stopping power on the greens, forgiveness and tight dispersion, and they look amazing. Key features of the AI smoke, and as we said, they come in three versions. They're players distance irons for those mid to high handicappers. The High Launch are game improvement, and the Max Fast are going to suit the slower swing speeds and the senior players. The Max are hollow body, and the HL and the Max are cavity backs. So we've got that AI generated smart face. So the computer analysed thousands of golfers' swings to produce this face, which has basically loads of different sweet spots on the face. So if you hit it on the toe or the heel, you should get a tight distance dispersion and it should go pretty much straight. So now they're cast instead of forged. The Paradigm irons were forged and they cost a bit too much for the bracket that they were in. The AI smoke irons are now cast again, making these irons more competitive cost-wise. So they have stronger lofts and a pre-worn leading edge. So the stronger lofts will give you more distance, lower flight and less spin, and that pre-worn leading edge will cut through the turf more easily and give more height, especially when you catch the ball low on the face. We've got that dynamic sole, which has also been generated by AI to produce faster ball speeds and more consistency. Now we can pick these up for around $800 new, and they're coming in with an overall score of 95 out of 100. Moving on to the Callaway Elyte irons, and we can see that these are amazing looking game improvement irons that come in four versions. So we've got the regular for average to fast swing speed, the X for more distance and more forgiveness, the High Launch for obviously higher launch and more spin, and then the Max Fast for your slower swing speeds and senior players. The speed frame inside the head of the club is now 20% smaller, and that allows Callaway to squeeze in a lot more of that premium urethane, which gives these clubs a beautiful sound and feel. The AI Smart Face has been taken to the next level with 10 times more sweet spots on the face than we got with the AI Smoke. So if you hit them pretty much anywhere on the face, you're going to get a straight ball flight and a tight distance dispersion. We've got weaker lofts in the wedges, which means we're going to be able to hit these higher with more spin, more accuracy and more stopping power on the greens. And that's the main difference between these two irons, is that you get a much tighter dispersion with the Elytes, even though they're not that as long. We've got the tri-sole design, so that's come over from the more player-friendly models from Callaway to cut through the turf effortlessly and deliver height when you hit the ball low on the face. These ones are coming in at $900, and we're giving them an overall score of 96 out of 100. Looking at the lofts on these clubs, and we can see that they're actually pretty similar. Some of the Elyte irons have weaker lofts, which is going to allow the ball to get in the air, more steeper descent angle, more spin, more stopping power on the greens, and as we've said, more accuracy as well. So which one of these sets should you buy? And with Callaway Elyte being essentially the newer version of the AI Smoke, we would expect it to be the better buy, but the performance was a little bit eye-opening. So Callaway have really worked on improving the sound, feel, spin rates and accuracy, and tightening up the dispersion with the Callaway Elytes, and they've done a great job. We found that the AI Smoke irons were longer and had a slightly higher ball flight than the Elytes, and the Elytes then excelled when it came to that tight dispersion, both from left to right and in terms of distance. So while the AI Smoke might be longer by about 5 yards, you're going to end up catching more greens and probably more pars and birdies with the Elytes. Also, you have the option to mix in the Elyte X in the longer irons if you want to get more distance, and the weaker lofts in some of the shorter irons and wedges leads to enhanced accuracy too around the greens. You might be able to pick up the AI Smoke second hand for cheaper, but the Elyte are probably the better irons. And we also have the High Launch and the Max Fast for those senior golfers. So that concludes our review for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.